Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. This video is going to be about Infinite Magicraid. This is a brand new hero collector game that just came out last week. And I actually really like this game in terms of the game design. A lot of people are saying the graphic, right, it's cartoonish, but I think it's fine. It's just really one of the better gacha games out there in the gaming market right now. And this video is not sponsored, so I can say whatever I want about the game. And this video is pretty much the first guide video I want to put out because this game was so new. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna be my ultimate beginning guide for a beginner's guide for Infinite Magicraid. Alright, this game has been on Google Play for like half a year now. It was on test server. I played test server for like a month, and then I wait for the global release, which is last week. So yeah, I decided to give this game a try, and I really like the game. Alright, so in this game, I'm gonna walk you through what you need to do when you first start a game to give you guys a perfect start. Alright, so currently I think in this game there are different servers. Alright, I'm on server 1. I'm not exactly sure how many servers are there. Okay, so currently there are 10 servers. If you never played test server before, you can jump on whichever server you want. But if you have played test server and you spent some money on test server, they will give you the voucher, a 1-to-1 ratio voucher to your first global server account. So if you spend money on test server, you want to get that money back, you cannot switch server. That's why I start on server 1. This is my account. Alright, so like I said, if you never played test server before, you can reroll in this game. There are 10 servers, but every system in the game are cross server, which means on your guild you can recruit people from other server. In arena, you can fight against people from other servers. So server basically doesn't matter. Right, that's why I don't really understand why it is in the game, right? Why not just make one global server? But anyways, this is a hero collector game, right? The first pity of your first legendary is 50. You need to summon 50 times from the excellent wish to get a guaranteed legendary. And the first 50, I think it's relatively easy to get. The first 50 purple shard here, right? And you will get 3 of this yellow shard for free, and this is 8% chance. Right, there are 2 redemption code currently. I will link it in the description. There is another content creator, Stu, put out a video. Let me show you guys this. This is Stu Gaming. Yeah, he used to play the same game with me, and then he decided to play other games. Alright, so he put out a guide to pretty much you can reroll every 10 minutes. Alright, so what you're gonna be looking for is the legendary champion that has AoE dot effect. By dot effect, I mean the champions that can do HP burn. So HP burn, this mechanic in the game, is the most broken debuff in the game. Right? If we take a look at what this means, is take damage by 8% of max HP each turn when they take action. Right? This is actually really broken. This is 8% is the target max HP, and if the target is the boss or super high max HP, the damage will cap at 30% of attacker's max HP. So when you're attacking, let's say guild boss or like really high max HP enemies, it will be the 30% of your max HP. That's why on HP burn champions, you have to build HP on that champion as well, because pretty much like more than 50% of the time, it's gonna be based on your HP because the enemy's HP is too high. I think the second most powerful debuff in the game is poison, but unfortunately on my account I don't have any champion that can do poison. So, but you guys just know, right? It's HP burn, poison. Then there is a mechanic called burn. This is also really good debuff. It's called burn. It's a little bit different compared to HP burn. This is based on your attack. The reason that this is not as good as HP burn is in a lot of situations you are going to get decreased attack, right? So it's not going to do as much damage. But with the right team setup, let's say you pair this champion that can do burn debuff with an attack up champion, right? This is going to be really good. So this is, but in terms of consistency, it's not as good as HP burn. And after the burn, there's a bleed debuff. Bleed is also really good. It's called Bleed here. Alright, this is Holder, probably the best epic champion in the game. I will show you guys the tier list a bit later. Alright, so basically these 4 debuffs are what you're gonna focus on. Alright, it will help you a lot as you progress in the game. It's gonna be HP burn, poison, burn, and bleed. If you see any champion that has AoE, any of these 4 dot debuffs, that champion is likely gonna be your best choice to reroll on. Alright, so let me show you guys a tier list and you guys can decide which champion you should go with. This is another video from another content creator called Troll Gaming. I just saw this tier list. I think this video was released just today. Alright, so the way you're gonna choose which account to go with if you decide to reroll is just based on this tier list. Alright, I think it's 90% accurate pretty much, and this is called PVE Tier List. Right? I think when you first start this game, just go with any champion that is good in PvE. Just don't worry about PvP at all. I think for the first month of you playing this game, you don't have to worry about PvP comp. Just go with whichever champion that is better in PvE. And I think this list is 90% accurate. As you guys can see, the god tier here is Catherine. But for Catherine, this champion, you cannot get them anywhere. You cannot pull them. What I mean is you cannot pull them. Look at this. This is the champion here. You can only get this champion by playing the game. As you progress further in the game, you can get this champion, but you just cannot pull this champion. Alright, so that leaves us to the SS tier, which is these 3 champions here: Melia, Hazanja, and Xia. Right, so the first 2 champions are both HP burn champions. Let me show you guys where they are. I think it's Dragon Tribe. Alright, so this champion here is called Melia. This is the most broken champion in the game. Well, technically, this is the most broken champion that you can pull, right? There are a lot of champions that are better than her, like a Mythic champion and Catherine, but you cannot pull them. This is the only single broken champion, the most broken champion that you can summon from the shards, alright? What she can do is she can do a HP burn. All her skill kit is involved with HP burn, and she can single-handedly solo any boss in the game. Right? Completely broken character. The second most powerful character might be Hazanja here, but this character is for PvE only. He is not as good as other champions for PvP content because his skill doesn't do that much damage. This champion was my first legendary on my account, so I would say this account here is very lucky. So I just take him to max star level the first day. Right? He was my main carry, right? Until I pulled this champion here. It's called Xia. I don't quite remember which faction she is from, but here she is, Xia, right? Completely OP champion. Her skill kit does not involve any debuff, right? Her damage is just solely rely on raw damage, and she can do crazy damage, right? She's a single target damage dealer, right? But if you are able to awaken her weapon to exclusive 2, which a lot of people are not able to do, she is also crazy good in AoE damage. So I was really lucky to pretty much pull the 2 out of 3 SS tier champion. And on my test server, I actually have Melia. Right? I pulled her. I really hope I can get her ASAP. But worry not, because in case you guys never played test server before, this Melia here on test server was once a guaranteed champion. Because if you guys take a look at the event here, this on the top right corner is events. It's starting soon. It says Voyage Competition. I think this event was probably like a once a month thing from test server. And in this event, every time they will put out a guaranteed champion, a guaranteed legendary champion. And on test server, Melia was once a guaranteed champion reward for Voyage Competition. But, right? If you are completely free to play, you cannot get that guaranteed legendary. I think that makes sense. The best champion in the game, right? And I played that, right? Based on my personal experience from test server, I spent around $100 US to get that guaranteed legendary champion. There are a lot of other rewards for sure. Even if you spend $0 and just play the game, you will get other reward. But in order to get the guaranteed legendary from the voyage competition, I think on average it has to be like around $100. So yeah, that's the thing. Just letting you guys know. Alright. Then there on this tier list there are a lot of S tier champion here. I think those S tier champion are also really good. Alright, but mainly your main focus, right, is gonna be the AOE champion, preferably AOE debuff, AOE dots, right, like AOE bleed, AOE burn, HP burn. These champions are usually super good. It can help you a lot progressing further in the campaign stage. Alright, so yeah, that's basically about it for the champion choice. Like just choose the champion, choose the account you want to go with based on this tier list. See like which account gets the best legendary. Alright, that's basically it. Let's get into other area of the game. So when you first start this game, what you're gonna be focused on is the camping stage. You're just gonna push as far as possible, right? And let's take a look at this. If you click the little eye here, the eye icon here, it's gonna tell you what type of reward you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of gold and a lot of free champions here, like 1-2 star champion. Alright, and it's gonna help you a lot while you are training your champion. And what I recommend people to do, it doesn't matter you're low spending, free to play or Kraken. I always recommend people to do the quick auto drop 2 times a day. You're always gonna do that. It's only 40 gems per day. I think it's definitely worth it. Alright, and then brings me to my next point, which is the market. When you first start the game, you don't have to worry about arena store and the event store. You're not gonna get much currency there. But for the currency store here, alright, what you're gonna go for is the 1-2 star, 1-star champion for gold, 2-star champion for gold, and sometimes 3-star champion for gold. On my account, I also purchased refined rune shards. It's gonna allow you to do the most cheapest pulls, right? Summoning, I mean, so you can get more food to empower the champion you want. I always recommend people to buy the 1-star, 2-star, and the refined rune shards. And I also recommend people to at least use the 5-gem refresh, right? If you are free to play, completely free to play, use the 5-gem refresh to buy these champions. It might not be a lot, but it can stack up very fast. After 7 days, you're gonna have like a horde of 1-star, 2-star champions. It's gonna help you a lot in champion training event. And if you're a high spender or willing to spend some money, I even recommend you guys to spend 15 gems to refresh the market to get more these food champions, right? And that's it. I wouldn't recommend to go any further than 15 per refresh. Alright, so yeah, in terms of the dungeons, what you're gonna be focusing on is the second one here, Gwyneth, right? The first one, if you take a look at the gear set they drop, it's pretty irrelevant. The attack set and let me move myself aside, the tenacity set, like the first dungeon is pretty much irrelevant. Alright, the second one drops, it's really good. The mastery is gonna increase your dots damage, right? Mastery is gonna increase your dots damage, and I said the most broken champion in the game are the ones that can do AOE dot effect, right? Like poison, HP stuff. It's gonna direct increase the dot damage from the mastery set, and then this is hit set. It's gonna increase chance you land the debuff, also really good. And this is crit rate set. On early game, on these type of raw damage dealing champions, you're always gonna be focusing on crit rate set, right? You're gonna use double crit set on those type of raw damage champions, right? And for the defense set, it doesn't matter too much, but the rest of 3 sets are super good, right? You're gonna focus on this Gwyneth dungeon. And for the ROM, the third dungeon here we have, the set it drops, I think it's okay. It's not as good as the second dungeon, but you can farm them, alright? The only useful set is probably the speed set. But I mean, sometimes the leech set is also useful, because in this game, there are gear preset function in this game. Look at this. If I just click equipment here, you can see on the bottom right corner, this is set 1 and this is set 2. If I just switch to set 2, I don't have it geared, right? Sometimes what I did on test server is I have a champion that I use in different places, and all I have to do is click one button, and I can switch like a damage dealer into a life steal set, which the champion is gonna heal themselves while doing damage. I think this function is really good. Alright, so I think the leech set is a little bit niche, but definitely useful. A very useful set. So for the next 3 dungeons are when you first start a game, don't bother too much. Maybe the this one here, Nedga. Alright, so this one is farmable. This is the easiest among the next 3. Right, the Grunland and Marius. These 2 are relatively harder. Like on my account, I can only do stage 10 for the last boss here, and like this boss is for your 1-star awakened champion, and this boss is for 3-star awakened, and the last boss is for 5-star awakened. Alright, so you probably don't have to farm the last 2. And on the right side of my screen, there are a lot of events going on in the game currently, and like this is a free champion space. This is a really good champion, right? But I mean, if you guys are low spending or free to play, I probably wouldn't recommend you guys to invest in her, because in this game, legendary skill books are a very rare resources. And like if you're unable to book her, I think you should just go with a cheaper option like Eden or Liz, right? Like if we're talking about fully booked, this champion is definitely better than pretty much most of the epics, right? But I mean, if you're, like I said, if you're a low spender or free to play, you are not going to get a lot of legendary books, and I don't think it's a good option to invest legendary books on this champion. You should use your legendary books on your damage carry. Right? That's why, like, I probably not gonna recommend you guys to like invest in her, at least not invest in her right away. Right? This is a good champion that can help you, but use your books on the damage dealers first. And on the 14th day, where is 14? Alright, sighing here. On the 14th day, you're gonna get Margarita. This is a really good champion. It's an insane damage carry. Alright, so yeah, this is just a AoE raw damage dealing champion. But a lot of people are saying she's top tier only with exclusive 1. That's a big issue. Alright, because if you're free to play or low spending, you are not gonna get the first exclusive, not for a while. You might able to get them for free later when you as you progress further in the game, but like it's gonna take a while to, like, if you're low spending or free to play, to get the exclusive 1, right? Without the exclusive 1, I think she is just an above average champion, not top tier. If you're able to get the exclusive 1, she is like god tier, ridiculous damage dealer. So yeah, again, if you on your account you have better like AoE dot champion, probably still gonna save your book for those type of AoE dot champions. Alright, if you don't have these broken champions, surely you can use your books on Margarita on your 14th day login. By the way, I want to talk a little bit more about champions. Alright, because in this game there are actually some epic champions that are better than legendary champions. Right, in this game, if I open up the gallery, there is a really good function on the top right corner. I just click this little icon. I can choose epic. So I am only looking at epic. This is a function in this game that I really like. So I think there are quite a few champions that are better than legendary. Right? And for epic champion in the game, they are so easy to get. So you can get like exclusive weapon bonus fairly easy, right? And look at this, like this champion Whim, right? With exclusive weapon, it's super OP. This shield is ridiculous. This shield is ridiculous. And worry not, you are going to get this champion for free, right? Because here, there's a battle order. It says login for 7 days to unlock. The champion that I just showed, Whim, right? Whim is a free reward champion from the battle order. At least from test server, that was the case. You're gonna get this champion. So yeah, the epics are much easier to book. It's much easier to get exclusive weapon, right? So, but I mean, on your account, you should not focus on more than 5 epics. That's how I feel. Alright, if you are a low spender, I recommend you guys to focus on like 1 or 2 epics. Just don't waste too much resources on epics, because on your account, if you can just progress in the game, you should be able to fully book 1 legendary champion on the first week without spending any money. You should be able to fully empower one legendary champion. Alright, so yeah, if you're super low spending still, don't invest in more than like 5 epics. It's really not worth it, because if you want to get these champions to 5-star awaken, it will take quite some time. And like, don't just awaken your entire team together. That's another big issue. Don't awaken them together. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna 1-star awaken my full team, then 2-star awaken my full team, then 3-star. Don't be like that. The thing you're gonna do is you have to focus on one character first. Alright, that's how I do it. You're gonna focus on one damage carry first, get them to 5-star fully awakened, and then you bring your entire team to 1-star awaken. Alright, after you get your entire team to 1-star awaken, you're gonna do the second champion. You're gonna get your second damage carry to 5-star awaken. Alright, after that, you're gonna get your support champion, healer or support champion to 5-star awaken. So my next focus is gonna be space, because I pulled this champion. Alright, I pulled this champion. I did not get this champion from login reward. So if I log in 7 days, I'm gonna get the exclusive weapon. So I want to give this champion a try, and I'm a light spender in this game, so I might be able to invest book in this champion. So she's gonna be my next focus. After 2 days, I'm gonna get her to exclusive 1. Yeah, that's how you do it. Get your get your first 2 damage carry to 5-star awaken. Alright, and the third one is gonna be the support champion or the healer. A lot of people went with healer, right? But honestly, I don't think you have to went with pure healer. You can go with some champion that has turn meter boost and healing effect. Alright, and like after all, you can just regression. Do a hero regression if you don't like them. You get 2 regression potion for free. So alright, don't waste them. Alright, don't waste them. You get 2 for free, and that's it. After this, you're gonna spend 1,000 gem to do a hero regression. Alright, and then actually they occasionally puts out a like free hero regression event. So yeah, we'll see that in the future. And for the mythic champion here, a lot of people have questions about mythic champion. Basically, the way you're gonna get them is from doing the events. Alright, this is all these are beginner events, so we don't have the mythic shard here. But later on, we are going to get mythic shard. If you're completely free to play, you should get your first mythic hero around 40-50 days. Right? If you're a low spender or like medium spender, you should get your first mythic hero like 4 to 5 weeks, right? Something like that. And if you're a high spender or Kraken, it should be like 3 to 4 weeks to get the first mythic hero. And I always recommend people to go with Luna. This is the best support champion in the game. And if you're able to get this champion, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the hero regression to whatever champion you maxed out. Whatever support champion you maxed out, you're just gonna do the hero regression, and all the resources will be returned to you, and you will be able to just max out Luna right away. Alright? And then I'm gonna talk about clan boss a little bit. You're gonna join a guild that has guild boss. Alright? Currently on my guild, I'm able to do the level 2 guild boss. Like this is very important. I think this is very important for everybody in the guild to use the guild boss keys. You get 3 keys per day. Make sure to use them. Alright, everybody need to work on this together so people can unlock higher difficulty. Make sure to use your key because the reward is actually quite sweet. Look at this. The top reward is 40% chance to get a excellent rune. Alright, it's once per day. So I think the reward is really sweet. So make sure to do them. Next, what else? Okay, so for the talents here, as you guys can see, for the mark talent, like if I click the second area here, it's gonna say reach 40 talent points in the previous level to unlock. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring each of these first 4 talent to level 10. Alright, do not do anything exceeding level 10. Alright, don't do 11 on this one and then 9 on this one. Don't do that. Bring all these to 10 and you can unlock the next one. Alright, then bring all these to 10, you can unlock the next one. That's how you do it. Like, don't do like you don't invest 30 points in a speed one and invest nothing on an attack. Don't do that. It's not worth it because as the level goes up, the consumption also went up by a lot, right? And for the class talent, there's not much to choose from. You're just gonna go with it on order, right? So yeah, that's basically all I'm gonna talk about in this video. If you have any question, if your champion is good or not, I will link the tier list made by other content creator in this video below. Alright, so you can find them and take a look, see if your champion is good or not. But overall, my suggestion is you're gonna go with those type of AOE or single target dot effect champions. Alright, like the dot effect is always better than raw damage, at least in this game. Alright, so yeah, if you guys have any question, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys in another video.